Is this the face of homelessness? How about this? Or this? Homeless Care's mission is to provide homeless men, women, and children with the supplies that they need to survive on the streets and the support and companionship that they need to navigate the path from homelessness to self-sufficiency. How soundly would you sleep in the cold without a tent, sleeping bag, or coat? How would you keep track of your belongings if you had to carry them with you all of the time in a thin black trash bag? Escaping homelessness is hard enough without these extra burdens. It is hard enough to land a job, find a home, and take care of your family. But it's even harder, maybe even impossible, to do those things while you struggle to survive. The purpose of our distribution program is to fill the gap, to provide the homeless with the supplies that they need to survive and ultimately move forward with their lives.
What was it like to be homeless? Initially, it was terrifying. I mean, I really didn't know what to do. This was midwinter. I did have gear, but of course, not everything. Friends of mine or people I'd met always seemed to need something: sweaters, jackets, especially shoes and boots. In fact, the shoes that I'm wearing right now are homeless gear. I mean, if homeless gear were not out there, here, at least here in Fort Collins, it would have, I'm sure, been much more difficult for myself and others, to stay warm, essentially.
It would be easy to lose hope, and some people have. It would be easy to disconnect from the system, and some people do. Sometimes it feels like we are worlds apart, the homeless and everyone else. But all is not lost. There is a way back. At least 4 times per week, our outreach teams venture onto the streets of Fort Collins to engage with their homeless neighbors. They build relationships, provide emergency supplies, share referrals, and in time, restore hope to the people they serve.
I've never gone through anything like this before in my life, because I've always had my own house and had everything on my own, always, working, everything. Then I ended up getting really sick and I ended up at the hospital. We lived in my truck, out in parking lots and stuff, and that's how one night, like 10:30 at night, Homeless Gear came to the window. And they're there to help you. They're not there to hurt you by any means. And they'll give you some nice warm blankets, and they're there. Or even give you support, or tell you where to go, and, where you can possibly get some help. So they've really been on top of things. They stayed right on top of things. And now I'm staying in a rehabilitation and nursing center of the Rockies. I think if it wasn't for outreach, I wouldn't be in here right now. I wouldn't have met my friends. And so I'm on the right track now.
Hand up is the final piece of the puzzle, the light at the end of the tunnel. First, we help you survive, then we help you move forward. Through the Hand Up program, we support you all the way to the finish line. We help homeless job seekers locate employment opportunities, improve their job search skills, and connect to employers. For many of those job seekers, We provide support beyond the job search, emotional support, connections to other resources, volunteer leverage assistance, and more.
I have a degree in biology and ecology, one in soil science, and one in biogeochemistry. I had a well-paying job. I was laid off, went through my savings, and then I became homeless. In looking for work and looking for housing while being homeless, trying to stay warm and fed, that adds a whole new level to the whole situation. I'm working, not in my field, but I am working at a rewarding job. I'm dealing with people directly, which I've never done before, but that's going well.
I'd never experienced this before and was scared to death. Before I became homeless was the best life I ever thought I had. I was married, had a child, and was living in a nice, warm, comfortable apartment, working full-time. In the process of trying to find a better job, my hours got cut again, and that's when it started to go downhill fast and put me into homelessness. And it was the hardest thing I ever had to do. Most people think and say or ask, what is my biggest thing about being homeless? And I have to tell them the truth. It's the fear. It's the fear of not knowing if I'm going to get a bed at night, not knowing when my next meal's going to be. I have a wonderful support team with Hands Up, and my heart goes out to each and every one of them. Without them, I don't think I would be where I'm at today. I go to work every single day, bound and determined to make a customer out there very, very happy and make myself happy as well.
At its core, Homeless Care serves as a reminder we live in a community and a state that cares deeply for its most vulnerable citizens. When enough of us come together behind a mission, we can make a difference. Homeless Care would not exist if not for all of you. Thousands of individuals, groups, companies, churches, organizations, and others who volunteer alongside us each year. And most importantly, without you, people we serve would not be as secure, as hopeful, or as close to self-sufficiency. I should know. I was homeless from 2006 through 2010. And thank you to Homeless Care Outreach for walking me through the paces and the bureaucracy and getting me off the streets. I currently have a cat and fish and a plant and a home, and life is on my 80. And thank you for all you've done.